Maybe a little bit of lack of self-confidence and belief after a couple of average performances in the last couple of weeks.
Tough game tonight, 1-0 in the end. We managed to secure the 3 points after a tough couple of weeks, but wasn't the prettiest game of football in the end.
No, look, it was, I thought, a relatively even sort of contest between two good sides, sort of well balanced. In the end, it was moments change games and decide games, and I think it was just the moment that delivered a good ball in and got a flick on, and 1-0.
The first half probably wasn't our best first half we've had in a while, but the second half really changed the game, I felt, and those substitutes you made really changed the dynamics a little bit. We were a lot more going forward, a lot more quicker through the middle. Is that something that you spoke to your assistants at half time?
No, look, I thought the first half, Northcote's renowned for coming out of the blocks, really hard, so we sort of we nullified that relatively well, I felt, and we just, maybe a little bit of lack of self-confidence and belief after a couple of average performances in the last couple of weeks. So the boys grew in confidence, they grew in belief. Some fresh legs obviously made a bit of a difference for us, and we were able to find some of our patterns. We're a bit more composed on the ball, we're making better decisions, and we were able to open the ball up and get into areas where we could hurt them. Some things that we worked on, and it looked more of our our DNA and our values as a side. So and we were able to create some opportunities in the second half.
Aside from the 3 points, which are important, it was more about the passing of Peter Balasone, who's started his career here as a player, as a president, a two-time president. He's done every job possible here. It must have meant a lot to the boys and the club to get that 3 points tonight.
Yeah, look, it was a big occasion for the club, first and foremost, but also for the boys. Peter's been around this club for a significant amount of years. He's dedicated so much of his time. Absolute gentleman of a person. I was fortunate enough to know him personally. So yeah, a sad day, but I thought a befitting way to sort of honour him with a fantastic performance from the boys.
Joey Katabian came off just with a little bit of a niggle. Is that something that's been hampering him for a while, or is it just he tore an old injury?
No, unfortunately, it was sort of forced by someone actually kicked out at him and sort of dragged his leg back, and unfortunately may have a little bit of a strain there. But we'll assess him during the week, and we'll see the severity of it.
We've got Box Hill in the Cup on Tuesday. It's another opportunity for us to go a long way in that that competition. Are you looking to make a couple of tweaks and changes, or what are your thoughts about the game?
No, look, going into Box Hill, they're a good side. They're a good footballing team. They're doing quite well in their respective competition as well. So we can't take any team lightly. We've got a good squad. We've got good depth in the squad. So we'll evaluate the boys in the next few days and see how we all recover, and we look to go as far as we possibly can in all competitions. So we'll take the challenge on with Box Hill on Tuesday night.
Thank you so much and good luck.